it's Anna Carson here. How are you? I hope you're well. It has been so long since I have been live on here. I really haven't, I haven't been active on here for quite a while. It's been such an such an interesting time, hasn't it, for so many of us? And yeah, I am back into the swing of things. You can see I'm now in my clinic, which is so exciting. So I'm back seeing clients. I have been since the kids went back to school, and so I'm back in the swing of everything, which is amazing. I took a lot of the summer holidays off. Really, it'd been such. There'd been so much going on, and it really felt important for me to focus on, just the family and just being with the kids. And of course, it wasn't quite how it looked. I was also really busy doing a lot of research. So just before Christmas, I don't know if you remember, I did a post around doing a big brain dump. Which was amazing, and I got everything out from my head onto this huge big flip chart, and which is now sitting on the floor next to me. And I just was dumping everything in, and then all of this incredible stuff started to come out. It's like I had this space in my head, and all of this new stuff started coming together or coming forward. And so I have been deep in research since then, over the holidays and stuff, just really starting to bring together this new way of, it's like a new template for me to work with. I'm obviously a trained kinesiologist. I have been using the templates that my kinesiology teacher has given me. And then piling, kind of bringing my stuff onto that template, which has been amazing. How templates are incredible. But now it's like my template's coming in. It's just like, this is, I saw something that just triggered it, and this is, it's just like, this is what I've been waiting for. And so this whole new template for me working, and how I work, which links in with the soul's blueprint. I don't know if you remember, I talked about this, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago, about the soul's original blueprint and the templates and the filters that stopped that from being expressed in the world. And then suddenly I found this template which helps us to connect into this blueprint, this blueprint of ours. And so I'm starting to explore how I can work with this and how I can start to bring all of this forward. So it's super exciting. Like, I'm just loving it. I'm absolutely loving all the stuff that is coming through. Oh, hi Angela, how are you? So I was just trying to find the comments. I could see somebody had commented, but I couldn't see who. So hi, lovely. I'll have to have a catch up. So yes, I've been deep in this research, which has been so exciting. I can't wait to. Well, it's already starting to come into client sessions already. And that's what I love about this. We start to research, and it starts to come into client sessions, and then I start to see more and more links and how it's linking in, and and everything else. And so it keeps building. As I'm working with it, it builds and builds and builds. So that's really the process that I'm in at the moment. And I'll share little bits as it feels appropriate, but until I get a better understanding of it, it's a lot more of an internal kind of head down sort of process. But yeah, that's kind of where I've been, and which is why I haven't shared so much. But now it's just like, okay, it's time for me to share. It's time for me to start to kind of come back into the world and say hi, and just see how everybody's doing, and share a little bit about what's been, what I'm seeing happening, kind of in the collective, and then also, what's happening, in client sessions, and what I'm seeing, the patterns and everything, because it's always patterns, and it's so reflected in our own personal lives, in the collective. And one of the biggest things I'm seeing is this, I guess, this coming together, this need to start to bring all of this, all of the experiences that we've had from this lifetime, from past lifetime, and bring them together. This is a time of assimilation. This is a time of remembrance, of deep, deep remembrance. The amount of light and the amount of, and the energy and the vibration that is here on this planet is something that we have not seen for, thousands of years. It's, it really is such a unique time. And what happens is when we're bringing this sort of vibration and energy and light into the world, we have this opportunity to start to remember who we are as a soul, to bring forward our gifts, to bring forward our abilities, to bring forward a deeper knowing of who we are, not just as a human being, not just as Anna, but who we are as a soul, who we are here to be. And what I'm seeing a lot of is, we've done so much work. We've done so much work over the last few years, of clearing our own stuff, clearing your ancestral lines. We're clearing our own trauma. We've been clearing past life stuff. We've been clearing, which is amazing. That's how we start to shift the vibration of the collective. And shift our own vibration. But what I'm noticing is that some people are forgetting that we're doing this for a reason, not just to raise their vibration, but to claim the gifts, to remember or to remember the gifts that we hold, the gifts and the roles that we have been in many, many lifetimes. Whether it has been a healer or a scribe or you're a guide, a teacher, you're a magician, whatever it is that you're here to be. You have led that role. You have been that many, many, many times before. And we are really bringing forward a lot of those gifts and abilities from those places, from those lifetimes into this lifetime to bring it forward again. We're clearing, like I said, we've been clearing the ancestral and our own trauma, but we've been clearing your societal stuff, things like what it means to be a woman, what it means to be female, what it means to be a female and intuitive, a female intuitive and a healer and human and in our power. Clearing all of these things so that we can be that, and then bring all of those experiences that we've had in past lives into this lifetime. I've been doing this beautiful meditation with people. It changes every time I do it at the end of sessions, but I've been doing this amazing meditation where we open up this portal, and the client goes in, and it might be into different places of the earth, it might be galactic, it might be internal, but we open up this portal to open it out or to access and then open these amazing treasure chests that are held in time and space, which hold our gifts, our wisdom, our knowledge. And so we've been journeying into these portals to open these gifts and to start to bring them forward. And it's just been amazing. I just love it, because people go wherever they need to go. There's I don't know where we're going to be led. It's very much obviously where the client needs to go. But there's been this beautiful process of you're going into this and seeing whether it's treasure chests or some form of how this wisdom and this knowledge has been held, and it really feels like they've been placed there, through history, through time and space. They've been placed there for this moment, to come and to reclaim them. And it's just been amazing. I've done it for myself a number of times now for my own meditations, and I go different places at different times depending on what I'm working on. But this is the message that's been really clear, is that it's time to claim these gifts, time to really understand who we are as a soul. Excuse me. Who we're here to be and what we're here to be, and to know that this is excuse me, obviously a little something going on here. It's always interesting, isn't it? Little something I haven't worked through there. Who we're here to be, and what it is that I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, what, you know, it's really about claiming that, you know, knowing that this is, you know, we've done this so many times, and we've done the shadow and the light of it. You know, we have been persecuted for it. We've been, you're isolated, and you many other things. You know, we've had the shadow of these roles as well. We've played a lot of those, and I'm sure many of you have cleared that. You know, so then that was work that we did, was clear those shadows, you know, clear those experiences, because we have to have always experienced the shadow of things to bring through the light. But now it's a time to claim that, and like I said, there's a lot of times that I'm seeing that people have been doing the work and trudging through the mud and everything, but not claiming the gifts of it. And this is a real reminder, you know, to clear those gifts so that you can bring through the light. And I've certainly noticed over this last couple of months, since just before Christmas, a lot of people are just suddenly coming up with this kind of new truth as to who they are, or the work that they're doing, that suddenly it's, you know, it's not that anything has been on the wrong path at all, it's just suddenly just taken a turn. And so, like, oh wow, okay, suddenly it's just like, okay, this is my unique way of working, you know, same as I'm doing at the moment. But I've noticed, and you know, I've been talking to a number of people who are doing exactly the same. You're suddenly gone, wow, it's just stepped up a level. This is my work now. This isn't me, you're kind of doing other people's work, or you're kind of standing on the shoulders. This is my work that's coming through. And so, you know, if you're in that space and you're finding yourself going on new, you know, going into new stuff, and really, you know that this is your path, and your path will only look like yours. You know, this is the also thing to remember, that we have our own unique paths, our own unique way of doing things. We're not following the crowd. You know, this is definitely not a time for following the crowd. This is a time for really, you're listening deep, listening into our heart space, listening into the guidance and following that. And it very, very rarely looks like somebody else's path. And we have to have the confidence and the courage to step forward in that and to follow that guidance. And go, okay, this may not make logical sense. And I've said this many times. I know that my journey has certainly been like that. This may not make logical sense. However, this is what I'm being guided to do. This is what I'm feeling in my heart, feeling in my body is the right way for me to do it. And the more we can do this, the more that we follow our own path and really welcome in, align ourselves, as always, to our highest potential, the highest potential for ourselves, for our families, for our clients, for humanity, for planet Earth. Align ourselves to that. Really, you're calling in the opportunities, the experiences, the connections, the people, the gifts, everything that is going to take us along that path, and keep having that courage to step forward. Keep having that courage to follow that guidance that is coming through, no matter how it looks. You know, we are clearing so many of the distortions that we've had around this. And you know, that guidance and that clarity is getting clearer, is getting more aligned to source, aligned to you. Because we do have distortions. We all have our distortions around our own, your fears and limiting beliefs, and from a societal stuff, and from a more you kind of matrix grid kind of point of view. But we're clearing those, and that guidance is coming through stronger and stronger if we keep listening to it, if we keep attuning ourselves to it, if we keep taking the courage to follow it, and to really talk and be in communication and connection with it. You know, it's everything we're needing is there. As so many people are saying, everything we need is within ourselves. It doesn't mean that we don't reach out for assistance or anything like that, but we always have to be checking back in with us. Is what I'm receiving in alignment from me? Is what I'm hearing, is what I'm being guided, or is what what's happening in the external? Check back in again. Is that the truth for me? So yeah, as much as there's, I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because I'm speaking here from Australia in such a privileged position, and I really I hold so much excitement at this time for what's unfolding, but I acknowledge the privilege that I'm sitting in, because we're in a country where we really haven't been affected by COVID much. We have very few restrictions or limitations on our movement and our interactions and everything else like that. So we are holding a lot more freedom and light here compared to obviously the UK and the US, and where there's so much more going on. So I really want to acknowledge that I can sit in this space, because I am incredibly fortunate as to where I'm living just now, and that we don't have so much of the oppressive energy around. But I'm hoping that by sharing this, that I'm not, that I want to share that bigger picture. I want to share that energy and that it's excitement for you to, hopefully, if you are feeling you're really quite weighed down and kind of restricted yeah, I mean, it's such difficult energy over there. I know I'm speaking to a number of people over in the UK especially. It's a really, really difficult time over there. On a human level, on a spiritual level, on everything. It's very difficult. But what I'm hoping by sharing this is really that I can bring a different perspective, a bigger perspective, a bigger picture perspective. So that hopefully you can start to tune into that you still hold and that is still there within you. Anyway, it's lovely to be back. It's so nice to be back on and sharing and feeling like it's just, okay, I'm here, I can do this. So it's so nice to be back here. I've got a number of things I want to be sharing. And so I really look forward to sharing that over the next few days and weeks. If this is resonating with you, if you're feeling you can feel this energy and this wanting to step into your truth and your gifts, and you'd like some assistance with that, then I'm here. As I said, I'm back doing client sessions and everything, so do reach out. I'd love to support you with this, but sending you all lots of love wherever you are on the planet. I hope you're having a gorgeous day, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. All right, lots of love. Bye.